Yo, we are back in After Effects, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to create this hotspot dark transition inside of After Effects using Sapphire and some other plugin. So let's just get into it. In my timeline you can see I have this true clip which I'm gonna make the transition on. So starting off, we'll create an adjustment layer in here and add Sapphire hotspot in here, the effect. If you don't have Sapphire, I recommend using like something like levels, and you can animate it as well, gets the same look, and it's pretty like saturated as it goes, so you can add like a hue and saturation and balance that. But for now we're gonna use the Sapphire hotspot, so let's just enable it, and the value is perfect in the cut, so we're gonna put a keyframe at the cut and go few frame forward around here and make it to 0, and go few frame forward and make it to 0 as well. So yeah, that looks pretty cool right there. So after that we'll have this simple hotspot transition. You can always easy use those keyframes. Now we're gonna add the flicker. To make that flicker I like to use Twitch. If you don't have Twitch, you can use like the simple as flicker, or you can just use like an exposure in it and keyframe that. But I'm gonna go head over to Twitch and go to enable and enable the light on here, and go over to operator controls, go over to light and just bring up the light frequency, the light twitches to like 20, and make the value to 0 at first. Go over to the cut and you can just bring it up to whatever you like. Let's just go with like 120 and go over to the end and set it back to 0. Now we'll get this dope transition with the flicker as well. You can always like easy these keyframes up. Now you can add like a Gaussian blur in here, Gaussian blur, and set the blur dimension to horizontal, and just hit the stopwatch at the blurriness and just bring it up at the cut as well, so it like goes like that, and set it to horizontal, so it looks something like that. As you can see, maybe the blur is too much, so let's just slow it down a bit, and that looks cool right there. You can put it before your hotspot if you want, if you're going for that look, but let's just put it before for now. Easy is those keyframes as well. Now our hotspot transition is done, but I like to add some sauce with some distortion in it. So let's just make a new adjustment layer in here and put it before our first adjustment layer, and add a distort chroma into here, Sapphire distort chroma. And now hit the stopwatch on the blurriness. As it goes, just bring up the blurriness, so something around like 600, something like that. And now we can just keyframe the amount to 1 to 0 at here, and 1 at the cut, and back to 0. So we also got some distortion going on. You can always easy ease these up as well. Now to make the distortion even cooler, we will add a Sapphire distort frame edge and put it before our distort chroma, and at the first keyframe put the value to 1, so it's normal, and hit the stopwatch in it. Go head over to your cut and just lower down the value to like 200. Maybe 200 is too much. Let's just go with like 0.500 and set it back to 1, maybe a little down on the value, and just easy those keyframes. And now our effect is done, so my final result looks something like this. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider hitting the like button, and you can also subscribe to my channel. Come on, like subscribing takes like 1 second and it means the world to me, so I would really appreciate if you do that. While you're in it, you can also follow me on Instagram, join my Discord server, got a lot of free stuff in there. So yeah, see you in next video. Peace.